Application Development Tooling Ecosystem Showcase. The first screencast will be covered in two sections. The first section will be covered through slides, and the second section shall be covered through Visual Studio and Team Foundation Server. The topics covered through slides are: what is code analysis, what is new in Visual Studio 2013 in terms of code analysis, what additions of Visual Studio it supports, purpose of code analysis and benefits, various rule sets. I also shall be showing you how to manually code analyze your project. What is code analysis? In simple terms, the analysis of computer software is code analysis. Visual Studio 2013 performs static code analysis, which is the analysis of computer software without the execution of program. Code analysis helps us identify potential design, globalization, interoperability, performance, security, and categories of potential problems. Code analysis can be run manually at any time through the Visual Studio integration development environment, or even set up to automatically run as a part of the team build or check-in policy for the Team Foundation server. Today we shall see how manually it is run through the Visual Studio and integration development environment. What additions of Visual Studio it supports. The code analysis can be found in the Professional, Premium and Ultimate editions. A subset of the most critical code analysis warnings are included in the Express edition for free. Purpose of code analysis and its benefits. Code analysis tool provides information about possible defects in the source code. Common coding errors reported by the tool include buffer overruns, uninitialized memory, null pointer dereferences, and memory and resource leaks. Unlike the previous edition of Visual Studio, there is a new separate code analysis tool window in the Visual Studio 2013. In the previous versions, analysis output was directed into the main window error list, which operated rather slowly and also didn't provide functional and interface means specific to code analysis. What is new in Visual Studio 2013 in terms of code analysis? In Visual Studio 2012, the key focus was the introduction of a new user interface for viewing, filtering, stepping through results, and accuracy. Whereas in Visual Studio 2013, the key focus is on categorization of results and enables user to filter by category, and also users can now sort results by various properties including rule ID, file name, and category. We should talk about the first key focus of Visual Studio 2013, that is code analysis categories. The Managed Code Analysis tool provides warnings that indicate rule violations in managed code libraries. The warnings are organized into rule areas such as design, localization, performance, and security. Each warning signifies a violation of Managed Code Analysis rule. I have shown a table where the type of information is given corresponding to each warning. So if you have the item as category, then the description would be the category of warning. Now, these categories provide a more fine-grained grouping of defects to indicate. For example, if the defect is related to the annotation syntax error, a critical security vulnerability, or a simple logic error is generated. Here is an example where categories of errors are shown. The first error is an ambiguous intent, the second one is a memory safety, third one is concurrency, and fourth one is type mismatch. So as you can see that these categories help us grouping the defects. Why categorization? Categories are particularly helpful when dealing with large list of warnings, which can be overwhelming without some guidance on which warnings to focus on first. With this change, users can focus their efforts on categories that are the most relevant to their needs. Users also have the option to filter the results by category using the search box, or select a specific category from the new drop down button. So here is the drop down button where I have shown all categories: ambiguous intent, annotation syntax, concurrency, memory safety, and type mismatch. And above there is a search box. We shall talk about the second key focus of Visual Studio 2013, that is sorting results. Visual Studio 2013 moved code analysis results out of the error list into a new code analysis viewer that makes it easier to read and filter results. It also provides a detailed explanation of the code paths for some of the warnings. One key feature of the error list that was missing in the new viewer was the ability to sort the defect list. So thus the sort function was implemented, and users can now sort the defect list by the 6 common properties or reset the list to default sort order. Hence the sort can be done by rule ID, by rule name, by file path, by file name, by line number, and by category. Rule sets. A rule set is a logical grouping of code analysis rules that identify targeted issues and specific conditions. For example, you can apply a rule set that is designed to scan code for publicly available APIs, or you can apply a rule set that includes only minimum recommended rules. You can also apply a rule set that includes all the rules. Here is a table which shows various rule sets. As I said previously that you can even apply a rule set which includes all the rules. So the first one is all rules rule set. Second one is basic correctness rules rule set for managed code, and these rules focus on logical errors and common mistakes made in the usage of framework APIs. Include this rule set to expand on list warning reported by minimum recommended rules. Similarly, we have more rule sets which are available on the link I have provided below. How do you access rule sets from a project which you have previously loaded? I received this project from the company wherein it had 20 sub-projects into it, and here we should go on the Solution Explorer side, click on the properties, go to the common properties, click the code analysis settings, and here you will see that the rules set column is here, and I can choose by just clicking on it whatever rule set I want for the particular project. For example, for the Styria EMS web, I will choose the all rules. For the Styria common, I shall choose the Microsoft basic correctness rules. I shall apply them and press OK, and this will allow me to apply my rule sets. We have been talking about code analysis all this while, but how do you manually code analyze your project? After loading your project, you simply click the Analyze button, and here you shall see the Run Code Analysis on Solution. Now this might take a while for a large project, but once it is done, you can sort your project by rule ID, by rule name, file path, file name, etc. If I sort my project by category, you shall see I have usage, performance, naming, design, globalization, all these type of categories. And this makes code analysis much easier. Thank you.